So I saw the video recently of Mark Gastineau confronting Brett Favre about the sack record. It's been around for a little while. If you haven't seen it, I think it's kind of hard to watch. He's emotional. He's intense. And it almost looks like he's clearly not well. And the whole time he's stuck in this one storyline. You took everything from me. I know that storyline. But what hit me even harder is it reminded me of the message that I will constantly get at 1 a.m. from cops, from firefighters, from veterans, from trauma victims. They're broken, they're drunk, and they're alone. And they'll say, people don't know what I've seen. Nobody gets what I gave up for this job. The trauma is all that I have, and I know those feel true. And all I want to say is this carefully but directly. That is a trap, a neurological, emotional identity trap. Because when trauma becomes your whole identity, when the pain becomes your only proof of worth, you actually start protecting it, not healing it, not processing it. You actually start protecting it. You wrap yourself in the rage. I know it well. You cling to the injustice. You defend the pain because without it, you don't know who you are anymore. That's what I saw in that video with Mark and Brett. A man who had lost the game, lost the platform, lost the record, and he never really recalibrated. And now he's living inside of a moment from decades ago, still believing it's the only thing that gave him his actual meaning. This is what trauma does. This is what CTE can do. This is what PTSD can do. This is what unprocessed identity fusion does. It freezes you in time. It keeps your nervous system locked to the most significant pain and convinces you that everything that came after it doesn't really count. And I see it every week in the first responder world. Guys who spent 20 years in a uniform and now can't find purpose outside of it. I struggled. Can't find connection or trust or peace because they only know how to matter when they're in the middle of chaos. But let me say this as plainly as I can. What you did absolutely matters. But if it's the only thing that matters, you're not recovering. You're dying in place. Your trauma is real. Your sacrifice is real. But it's not your whole identity. It's not your biggest calling. And it's not your only legacy. Listen, you've got a nervous system that learned to survive. You've got a brain that may be injured. It may be inflamed. It may be exhausted. But what you don't have is permission to stay stuck in the past while the people who love you watch you fade away. That's why I had to become the Angry Viking Therapist, the doctorates. That's why I train EMDR and rational behavior therapy, because it's not enough to understand trauma. You have to break the belief that trauma is all that you are. If you're one of those guys messaging me at 1 a.m., this is for you. You're not alone. But you are the only one who can move. Nobody's coming to save you. And if you're ready to rebuild it, then go to the NeuroTraumaProject.com. Let's rewire it before you spend the next 20 years stuck in a moment that stole your entire future.